Damn, okay, so I didn't know time. A friend came and picked us up that it was. I'm doing a video. So it was technically a good 5 hours that we was stranded out there. Damn. I thought it was 3 hours. And then I looked and seen by the time that first video uploaded, and that took about an hour to even upload. Let's say 4 hours ago. Mm. So I said about a good what 20, 30 minutes we came in the door. Now we waiting for the tow man. He way out West Bubblefuck. He went out by the time I called him. Remember it said 136 to 151? I called him at 152. He wasn't even, you could tell he was just sitting somewhere where it was quiet, just like we was. He hadn't even left yet. He said he had to head to West Bubblefuck before he could even get to us. So now I got home. I went and peed. God drunk me some water. You better believe we came inside. We turned on the AC. The first thing I did, I drank everything cold in sight. Took my medications. I just got done taking my medication, and I'm not. I'm expecting at the latest that he gonna be here with the car at least about 5 o'clock in the morning. But it's just an update video to let y'all know that we safe. Yes, they was shooting. We heard gunshots twice while we was out, and I'm like, whoo. Yeah, when you out in an area where you're not used to being at nighttime, and you know you're a female, and you know you're not packing no heat, it can be pretty scary. It can be pretty scary. At some point, I probably was gonna figure out something to do anyway. Like I said, I already was trying to figure out how to push the car home myself, and the car just wouldn't budge. But my friend said we were lucky. His wife was on some other shit, man. I tried to call her. He said she was playing the damn game. I'm like, dang, come on, man. Yeah. He like, you lucky you called because I was 10 minutes away from going to sleep. Yeah, I kind of figured you might have had work in the morning. Like, had your wife answer the phone. We called the first time, you know, we wouldn't be in this predicament now, would we? But not that anybody has to answer the phone. It's just, y'all know what we got right now, man. Because any other people we may have possibly could have called have moved out of town. Well, we consider it out of town because we never been. So to us, it's out of town. We don't really know that many people out here. And China prefers that we keep it that way. And in a sense, it kind of been better for me. What's this? Oh. I kind of prefer it this way. Because I've been staying out of trouble. Um, I've been staying out of trouble. Um, so I just hated to have to be. I was trying to go the route I was kind of irritated that the tow truck man told us that we had to find our own way home because anytime I've ever dealt with being towed home, I've always been able to ride with a tow truck. In the tow truck. Even with China, we've always been able to ride in the tow truck. Um, that man didn't know whether I had someone else with me or not. He just was like, how you expecting to get home? Like, what? Alright, bitch, fine, fuck you. No, I didn't say that to him, but that was my thoughts. Um, but I surely was banking on getting home with the tow truck driver. And, well, it all boiled down that I had to find my own way home. And to me, that kind of was weird, but like my friend was explaining to me, that's probably their policy. But then again, it is COVID, so rules probably changed anyway. So that's understandable. And he told me I had to lock my keys in my car. I kept trying to lock the keys in the car, and the bitch wouldn't lock. And I'm sitting there freaking out, and my friend just sitting there like, and I was just sitting there looking at him and looking at China like, Houston, we got a problem. The car ain't trying to lock. Every time I lock the door, it unlock. I lock the door and it unlock. I'm like, okay. Thankfully, I had my spare set of keys on me that the battery don't lock on that car. And then I was like, let me brainstorm here a little bit. So I pulled the key out the thing. I put it, it's the key that do that, the remote key. There's a key inside the remote. And so I was able to pull the key outside of it and turn it like a regular way you lock a car door. So, I'm like, I don't feel safe locking my keys in no car. Especially when they had that dude kept circling around the parking lot. What if he comes circling back and see my car still sitting there? I mean, he did come back more than once. And he looked me dead in my eyes. Like, what you giving me eye contact for? Yeah, motherfucker. There's somebody sitting in this car. Then I don't feel safe. Thankfully, I have a handicap sticker, but I don't feel safe sitting in a handicap spot. What if he don't come? Then another company could come, and they might tell me I have to pay to tow the shit. That car gonna sit there. I promise you that right now. That car just gonna sit there. And then me and my insurance company gonna have a couple of words of why they chose this damn company to tow my car, and they ain't come and get my shit. But they told me go home. When the insurance company told me to stay and don't leave the car. But the tow company themselves told me to go home. and lock my keys in the car. I will hold them responsible if somebody break in my shit. I don't feel safe about that at all. Because I do have some valuable things in the car. And it's just like, when does Brandy ever catch a break, right? Brandy don't ever catch breaks. Fucked up shit always happen to Brandy, and everybody act like, oh, it's normal. Suck it the fuck up. You know what? Because I was in the military. Or what? And even then, people treat me like I'm fucking retarded. Just been a very sucky fucking night. Yeah, I've been laughing and joking all night, but I'm really in my feelings, okay? Really just... I was already saying, what? The worst thing to do is be depressed over the weekend. Because I don't have my nurse to call. I don't have my doctor I can call. And what, call it crisis hotline? I don't feel like doing that today. I don't feel like having no fucking meltdown. I looked at my arm. I was washing my hands earlier tonight. And I was looking at the cuts on my arm. I just so happened to look, and I was like, wow, that cut right there real thick. And I was like, whoa. I don't need to do that no more. I don't need to be cutting myself no more. But tonight was enough for anybody to go crazy. Like, especially like somebody that smokes or vapes. Like, what if I was like a smoker and had 2 cigarettes left and just a lighter? You know? And like I said, I had something to drink but stuck in a hot ass car. But not having something cold to drink. And then, okay, if I did have something cold to drink, I ain't got nowhere to go pee. Because they telling you don't leave your car. Because the grocery store, it's not like the grocery store was open. They didn't close by then. And then you get home and realize it wasn't 3 hours like you thought. It was about 5 hours. Because my friend was like, why are you out at the store shopping this late? Like, what are you talking about? He was like, you say you've been stranded for 3 hours. I was like, we got there at 9. It was 9:12 when we left the house. He's like, you do know that it's been about 5 hours, right? Oh, I know somebody put some fucking bad juju on me. My car was fine before my brother came here. Then the day we got into it, me and my 2 brothers, I got into it with both of them. That very day, that damn sign, bloop, showed up on my car. Or it could be just mere coincidence. Or it could be voodoo. Brother did say he was sweeping up the demons. All I know is I ain't never really had no. As long as I had this car ain't never fucking broke down on me, man. Like I said, was laughing and joking and shit. But it's really enough to have a fucking meltdown. It really is. And it's not like I didn't have my car looked at. And the meter reading said that it was a false reading. Everything else checked off fine. Everything was fine. So now, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the car. It's just like when I get sick. I get stressed out until I find out what the fuck the problem is. And it's no biggie. I mean, I can catch the bus and the train to my upcoming appointment. But if I want to go anywhere else, I'm fucked. Washing clothes, in which I did plan on doing this weekend, like per se to tomorrow, which was in that same vicinity where I just was stranded at. Fucked. I mean, back to square one with trying to doing that by hand, and that was something I was trying to take off her hands. So now I'm stressed out because I'm feeling like I'm being a burden again. So yeah, um, in certain situations, people be thinking a car is not a necessity. It depends on the situation. Yeah, it is. Mm. Well, maybe the boogeyman Candy wished that my car would break down because she's always stressing about everybody having a car and she don't have a car. I don't know, but then again, do people have powers like that, or do they don't? Or maybe it's just the man up above. Maybe it's his will. Maybe it's not time for me to have a car right now. Not like I've been driving it like talking about it anyway. I mean, I've been having vertigo real bad anyway. But the minute things start coming together for me, I got new glasses. I got my CPAP machine. I'm like, okay, now I got to put the right fitment on for my CPAP machine. Okay, things are coming together for me. I'm up, more alert now. Feeling a little better now. Boom. It's like you can't tell people like Candy that it's not just her that's going through that. The devil won't never let me win. It happens to every fucking body. Maybe, but then again, like when people tell me that, I do tell them. People have different tolerance levels. You know, the way you might be able to tolerate a certain situation, I won't be able to handle or tolerate the same situation. You could put the same substance in two different types of cups, and one cup might melt one cup, where it might not another cup. One might be built one way and one might not another way. Well, let's just scratch water. Let's use acid. You know what I'm saying? Acid. Might put acid in one container and put it in another. One might be built to withstand it, and one might not be built to withstand it. It depends on how we all built. Just like Candy's life. I would have cracked a long time ago. I don't think I'm strong enough to survive or live the life she lived. To me, I think but then again, maybe she's cracked a long time ago her damn self, and that's why we got the Candy that we have today. I don't know. Because I felt her also what she deal with, and I, just the thought of being homeless alone, which is mind-boggling to me of why she's not busting her ass trying to get into some type of housing, and when people try to offer her help, she's like, "Don't tell me what to do, don't do that." But you know what? She gets that from our biological mama. That don't tell me what to do type mentality. That I'm grown, this and that. When I come to think about it, my biological mom's the same way. Don't like to be controlled, but it ain't about like being controlled. It's her feeling like she's being controlled when it's actually not being controlled. It's just people try to give her suggestions or try to give her help to help herself, because people can't keep just shelling money out all the time. But hey, but just like um tonight, I mean, I did my little video or whatever. Um, I called the towing company and shit before I even did the videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? I tried to help myself, before I even did the video. Was I panicking? Yes, I was. Was I stressing? Yes, I was. Um, but I'm trying to be the one, and I'm not trying to fold under pressure. Have I done it before? Yeah. Am I capable of it in the future? Probably. But I see that this cold world, though, and the people will turn the other cheek unless it benefits them somehow. Or unless they can get a piece of cake out of it, the deal. Even when it comes to reaching out for help and shit, you know. And like I went live on Facebook. I said, I know I'm not gonna get a lot of views, but I said this video is just for my protection, just in case if anything happened, because they got this video, this vehicle keeps circling around. I'm like, if anything happened, it'll be on live. so y'all don't know who did it. That's just for my safety. You know, just at that point, I really started not feeling safe. But when they had the workers came outside, we didn't even know. We thought everybody from the grocery store that worked there had went home. We didn't know that there was people still there. And they had some people that worked at the grocery store pulled up and went in that bitch. So maybe they was having a party or whatnot, I guess. But once we seen people sitting outside smoking a cigarette, then I was able to let my guard down a little bit. And I felt a little bit better. Um, but yeah. But I'm like, man, being homeless, it's, it's not for the weak. I know that much. Especially if you're in an area that you're not familiar with. Being stranded in an unfamiliar, a place that you're not familiar with being at night, and for the weak, it ain't. And I didn't know, my mind was a bunch of million places between being hot, thirsty, scared, wanting to just lay down, worrying when my battery on my vape was gonna die. Because my nerves were so bad, but I kept trying not to hit the vape. I kept trying not to hit it. Uh, and then, like I said, the most utmost panic was when they fucking locked me out of the fucking app. Now, I don't know if it's a thing where, if it's like my bank where it locks at a certain time at night for maintenance, or if some whole ass shit happened. But um, that shit didn't rub me the right way at all. That the fact that I went to go back in the app to say, okay, so okay, the the goddamn jump battery jump is not what I need. It's a towing is what I need. I got locked out the damn app. I'm still locked out the app. Keep saying my password locked. And I'm like, how the fuck I'm locked out if I'm using my thumbprint, bitch? It's telling me I'm locked out the app and I need to change my password in order to get back in. I go to try to I go to change my password and it's still saying the same thing. Uh my account is locked. I need to change my password to get back in. It brought on some in and out. Like I said, we heard gunshots and shit. I mean, it was enough to panic and it was frustrating. Didn't know when I was gonna get home, how I was gonna get home. I mean, it wasn't walking distance, even though it wasn't far of a drive. And that's why I'm glad that I chose to go that store and not the store that I originally was gonna go to. But yeah, man, just update we're home and we're safe.